All right, so we're gonna go back to it. Lockdowns, vaccination, being mentally strong for any of the stuff that's going on right now. So a lot of people don't know, if y'all see what Fauci said just recently, that lockdowns weren't to slow the spread, they weren't to eradicate the virus. For the people who thought that it would be eradicated, I don't know why they would think that, but he basically saying that he locked everybody in the house so they can feel stressed, so they can be anxious, so they can feel depressed, and so that it will be like, please just give me the vaccine. Please give me the vaccine because I want to get back to normal life. So for all the people who thought that the vaccines were to slow the spread, you know, I feel like everyone's slowly getting the answer, and I'm gonna say I applaud everybody who were mentally strong during this time. I watched a lot of Jordan Peterson in the last 2 years, a lot of Valuetainment, a lot of Swoozy on YouTube, a lot of Russell Brand also. And it kept me mentally strong through a lot of this because a lot of people kind of just gave into it. They said, I want to travel, I want to get back to normal life. And then they go and take the vaccine and nothing changes. You know, the lockdowns are still happening in a lot of countries. And this country was basically to push everybody to get the vaccine, to see how mentally strong that, people are in the US. And I mean, well, we all know how that turned out. What they say, more than 2/3. I don't know if those numbers are even accurate, but they said more than 2/3 of the people in the U.S. Took the vaccine, and they went through so many tactics. They scared people, saying it, and they came out and they made every new variant, terrifying, and they used all these words to emphasize how bad it was, even though it wasn't that bad at all. Even from the first variant, now they're saying, oh, the variant's getting weaker, and I pretty much had like all of them, and I'm still standing here, and not one was different from the other. So I have no clue. You know, I ain't gonna say I have no clue. I know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time. It's a scare tactic. It's a tactic that the majority of people will believe because these trusted scientists. Are giving accurate information to everybody. But I just got to applaud everybody who stayed mentally strong through all of this, because they put up travel bans also. That was another tactic that the U.S. government used to get people vaccinated. They scared people. Remember the countdown that they had, the COVID countdown, death countdown that they had on TV, which was also fake. I applaud everybody who didn't go with the narrative. I applaud everybody who, I know some people like had to take it because they were scared they were going to get fired by their jobs. And I applaud for the people who didn't take that, and who didn't take the vaccine because, because of the mandate, or the mandate that they tried to uphold. And the people who are suing these companies right now for doing, for firing them, for one, for something that is going to be taken down already. Well, we don't have to wear a mask anymore. A lot of countries are taking down that vaccination mandate. So I even applaud everybody who, stood strong and didn't take it, even though their job was threatened, and stood up to the system. Is their narrative. I feel like it was a data grab. You see a lot of people went for it. A lot of people fell for it. They forced a lot of people, but there's still the small majority of us who just was like, nah. I think we've been in a lucky position to where we were financially stable and financially able to, you know, withstand these last 2 years and some months to, just fight against all of this. I did the marches for the what do you call it? The marches for the non-vaccine for the mandates and stuff like that. I did all of that stuff out here in Miami and a few other places. So I think everybody should just keep going, and keep fighting it. I mean, they still using little tactics to make sure that people. It's good, man. They still using tactics right now to make sure that people, get vaccinated. But all the truth is coming out right now. Like, these people are taking their kids to get unnecessary vaccinations. It's just sad. It's sad that people were so gullible when it came to all of this. So, again, I applaud everybody who fought through it and were able to fight through it. And I feel bad for the people who were kind of forced to choose between their livelihood and getting something shot into their body that might actually end up hurting them because whatever, I can't pronounce whatever that thing that everybody, something myocarditis or whatever that people were getting from getting these vaccines. I feel bad for them. They got scared into something and then ended up getting something that's going to affect them for the rest of their life, and there's no payment for them at all. There's no one, they can't at that time, and probably even now, they don't have anyone to sue, anyone to get compensation for something that they're gonna have to deal with for the rest of their life. So yeah, just question everything everybody tells you. You can't read the book called Why, Start With Why by Simon Sinek. Super intelligent guy. Always question the narrative. Never just believe something someone says. That's how you end up in a position where you don't have to answer to anybody. So that's all I got to say about that.